afternoon, or is it afternoon? I don't know. Hi, it's Brian. This is Newcomb Garage. Today I'm changing the oil on my HEAP Commander because it's got 200-some thousand miles and every electrical problem you've ever heard of and other things wrong with it. But I love this truck. It's been good to me, except for that one time and that other time. And anyway, I've never changed the oil on this truck myself because I've just taken it somewhere. But I figured I'd do it myself because it's cheaper and more funner. All right, so first up, I need to jack it up. So I need to block the wheels. And then I have to figure out where all the drain and the universal, what's it called? Garden surround wheel chuck. And look, a slug, yay. All right, take that object, shove behind wheel. Grab another block of something. Shove behind tire. I should get new tires. Check out my purple sparkly. These are so cool. The purple sparkle sold me on them. People say these Harbor Freight jack stands are killers, but dude, it's purple and sparkly. So I'm gonna go. Yeah. Where should I go? I could go here. Wood. Well, let's see how this works. I mean, worst case, I die. And the new ones have this little safety key. So you know you got the good Harbor Freight stand and not the one that fails and kills people. All right, and for this job, it's probably good enough. Now it's time to drain the oil. Then you just put your puke bucket that you got last time you went to the ER for, you know, nausea or something. And let's see. And it's very important to do this on your old skateboard because I'm too clumsy to use a skateboard. So this is what I use it for. Come on. There we go. And use your fun little multi-wrench. I really love this thing. It's Black & Decker. And I'll even use it just to find out what size I need and then grab the right one. Let's see. Wait, right, left. Am I doing left here? Right, left. Yeah, I'm going left. Okay. I guess He-Man did my last oil change. I didn't know he worked at the oil place down around the corner. Am I in fact going left? Yes. My left hand and I'm... Holy fuck, come on. Okay. Seriously? God. I do know my right from left, I think. There we go. I wonder where the oil filter is on this fucking thing. That's some pretty dark oil, but there's no metal on the end, because the end here is a magnet. And even, I'm going to swipe some on my finger. Yeah, see, it's still lubricative. Wind is pushing my stream around. That's fun. It's also a good idea to go for a short drive or a long drive before you do your oil to get it hot, because then it flows better. I only got a little on the driveway. Oh, that's good. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to let that drain for a bit. Some people say 6 to 10 business days. Nah. Not the way I do things, but you can. I mean, it don't hurt to let that drain while you get other stuff ready. So if I was thinking, I would have put a piece of cardboard down. I thought of it, but then I forgot.
I only got a lot of oil on the ground.
Alright, so we've been letting it drain for about 10, 15, 30 minutes. And this skateboard's really comfortable because the tail kick, like, cups your butt nicely. And then the toe kick, fold your shirt up, like, And I could take a nap like this. Anyway, I'm going to put the drain plug back in. Because unlike Walmart, you want to put the drain plug back in. Because if you don't, and you trash your engine, you have to pay for the replacement. Where'd it go? There it is. Righty-tighty. And no need to wrench on it, just, there we go. And now, I move my puke bucket to right here, because the oil filter is right up in here somewhere. It's up here. So, and I got me a Wix filter because a feller says they're the best. So I guess I'll do that. And I'm going with Pennzoil Platinum High Mileage Full Synthetic. Says it can protect up to 15,000 miles, but I'll change it out at 3 or 6, whatever this truck says to do. Because you cannot change your oil too often. I mean, you could, in the sense you might waste money, but you're not going to hurt your engine by changing it more often than is needed. And also, just because your oil lasts 15,000 miles, your filter could get clogged up by then. Where the... Okay, it is. I was able to see it earlier. Oh, okay, there it is. It's behind. Let's see. Right goes that way. Left goes this way. So, there it is. Is this to... Huh. I've got my oil filter wrench, which I wish I had a different one for this job. Oh, come on, get on there. You son of a gun. Tighten. Okay. That's what I'm trying to make sure I'm doing right. If I do it this way, that should be left, right? Yeah. Okay. It might be better off going from the top for this one. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna try going from the top. And even though it's cold out today, sleeves up and out of the way. So I need to be taller. Free tools to the rescue. See, look, now I'm tall. So right, left. And this filter wrench doesn't get small enough. Okay, so yet again, the universal tool for everything. It's a hammer, it's a oil wrench, oil filter wrench. It'll take care of pipes. It'll take care of Mr. Green in the billiards room. So this one opens up enough. I think that's all I needed. Just a little grab and it to break it loose. There we go. And some of the footage you'll be seeing probably right now is on that boroscope or bendoscope. Okay. I don't want to drop this. And when you pull your oil filter, check and make sure this rubber ring come off with the filter. Because if it stays on the block and you put your new oil filter with its new ring on there, they'll be stacked. And you won't tighten it enough and it'll leak. You just take your oil filter, Drop it in another puke bucket. Apparently or someone gets sick a lot. Wicks, recommended by some guy on the internet. Actually, Project Farm did a real good comparo. Really love his channel. I mean, he does comparisons, checks things out, you know. He really tests stuff like scientifically. And you just want to filter up a bit. Now you also want to think, if your filter was going down, all that would dump out. If you let it sit like this, the oil will go through the filter, or some of it will go through the filter and into the outer part. The oil filter, there's a ring. The filter material is like this. It's like a tube. And there's a space between the tube, the filter, and the outside. This red part you see here is a one-way valve. So that prevents it from flowing backwards. So if it gets in this outer part, it'll stay. What I'm trying to tell you. All right, now I gotta reach down in here. I can't see where it's at, really, but I can feel it. Yeah, it's warm. And you start screwing it on. Come on. I really like the way my Chevy Blazer is a 96 Blazer. The oil filter was basically like right under the bumper. And so there's this little hatch door just under the front bumper that you open up, and the oil filter is right there. Nice and easy to get at. Alright, now it's hand tight with greasy hands. Get my wrench. Just a pinch more. Get down there. Now see, if I was smart, I would have put the date on there. Damn it. And the mileage. Ah! Just a couple, just enough to, come on, snug up. Get maybe a quarter turn or something out of it. Still feels like it's turning way too easy. I need to get a different, well, I own different oil filter wrenches, but not sure where they are. Somewhere in my hoard of tools. All right, so, and now, if you can look down, so right here, there's like this as a body part, or frame something part, but it also it's kind of like a trough, and the oil drips out there when you take this off. I'm gonna clean this off a bit because I want to keep my eye on that to make sure we don't have a leak. So just wipe it down with the rad. I just want to at least clean enough that I'll be able to tell if it starts getting new oil on it. I suppose this part will never rust. Now I'll take my greasy rag and wipe some of this grease oil on it. Whatever. All right. And the oil goes into this. Oh, come on. I'm telling you, I would never get anything done if I didn't have pipe wrenches. You don't gotta use a lot, just enough. Enough to, come on. See, that's it. Maybe. Oh, come the flip on. I mean, these things should never be that kind of tight. Maybe I'm just weak. Come on. Okay, I'm about to fix it with a hammer. Another one of my favorite tools, this old set of slip joints. Not just because they're slip joints, but if you look right here, there's a little groove right there in each jaw, and that is perfect for grabbing hose clamps, those springy hose clamps. Do I have a funnel? Huh. Okay. Let's go for, does Brian have good aim? Ooh, I've got good aim today. I think I only got a little bit on the engine block. And this is a 5-quart container, and this truck takes 4.9 quarts. I guess at least that's what the interwebs told me. I think that was 5 quarts, right? Yeah, it's 5 quarts. I'm trying to read it. It's upside down. All right. I'm gonna clean that a little. Where's that brand? You know, you clean things off with dirty rags. Makes sense. Now, this is a pretty high mileage engine, and there have been times in the past I've been overdue on my oil changes. Now you don't want to do an aggressive oil flush, because a lot of times that'll break stuff loose and then that gets caught in passages. Like it'll break, say, like a chunk off. But you can get Pennzoil or Valvoline makes a good detergent oil that I almost bought, but I chose not to for a reason. And probably price. I'm just putting some oil on the surfaces here. Hopefully that makes it come off better next time. Let's try and make sure there's nothing too crazy hanging that up. Okay, that's it. Now, what else? We're under here. So we're right here. Might as well pop the air filter out. Because I'm not sure the last time so always just pop your air filter out, at least inspect it. It could be replaced, but I mean, it's honestly not bad. Kind of give it a few smacks like that. Knock the dust out. Go back. Come on. Go back into your spot like you're supposed to be. Feels like it needs to move. So it clips to be a little better condition, but come on. The joys of working on high mileage vehicles. This is why it's called the HEAP. Come on. Something not... okay, now it's stuck like that. That's weird. See, in my side of my head right now, I'm beating the hell out of this thing with a baseball bat. That would make for great TV, but I need this to get me to work and back. So, new oil, cleaned the filter. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. Let's see, now grab your puke bucket. And find a funnel. What did I do with my funnel? I had one once upon a time, a month ago. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. So, plan is pour old oil into container. That way it can be recycled or used for some other purpose. You can use it as cutting oil when you're cutting metal. You could use it in like an oil-fired heater. That's one thing I want to build. And if you, like for the BMW, you buy your oil from, in your filter from FCP Euro. I'll put a link down in the description. But they actually do a lifetime warranty on their oil and oil filters. So it's all interesting how it works, but basically you get free oil changes for life. You just have to send them the used oil back. Now, if I could find that deal, the other cars, that'd be great. I did not look to see if they have the correct oil filter. I could buy oil from them. They're not going to know it's going in a HEAP and not a BMW. I mean, I was telling my check engine light's on again. Alright, so is that about it? I think that's about it. Alright, so till next time. So if you like content like this, which is an idiot doing things partially right, like, subscribe, ring the bell, follow, share, do all those things, especially like and subscribe. Comment, that's always good. Comments are great. Tell me I'm dumb, whatever. Tell me what I did wrong. I'm just a guy trying to learn things. You know, I mean, that's the way I've done it before. I figure out how to do it, but I could be wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong. I just like to learn. Yeah. And I'm trying to learn how to do outros. This is gonna be great. Burners!